One thing I do with building plans is I like to position furniture into rooms like the dining table here, like the lounge just here, and also see where the TV is going to be suited and suitable to be positioned. This particular case, this wall isn't long enough. That's my couch there facing the television. I just searched for a 75-inch TV width to make sure that a TV could fit along this wall, and it was a little bit small, so we need to extend that slightly. So you got to look for, when you're looking at building plans, once you position the furniture, can you actually walk around the lounge? Can you access this doorway? Where's the lounge going to be positioned in accordance with the TV? Is it in the middle of the TV? If I'm going to do an L-shaped lounge, I've still got enough space to put an L-shaped lounge here, or I could put another sofa here or up there. It's getting a bit tight though if I do that. This is a reasonably small home though. It's got 3 bedrooms, but it's really only for one participant, one occupant. This is a pretty standard dining room table size. I've got enough circulation space around it. I could have some people at the bar if I wanted to. The kitchen is quite spacious. This is for a disabled person in a wheelchair, so we want to have heaps of circulation space around the kitchen to be able to do that. The other one is I didn't want to be able to see the laundry from the kitchen, so I've just asked them to put a bit more of a wall in. Also want to look at where the toilet is, make sure I'm not going to be able to see the toilet from the kitchen as well. It's a little bit tight, but it's acceptable. The other one I like is the front door. I like front doors to be oversized, and especially for this one, we've already got an oversized door, but I've asked if it can be a bit bigger, like a 1200 door. So it's still not going to impede on this doorway, but it's just going to make the entrance more grand. The other consideration I had for this one is there's no door to the ensuite here, so I've asked for a door to be put in here, whatever that looks like. It'll probably open inwards like this, but with ensuites, if you're going to have a shower or bathroom, even with an ensuite, I do like to have the door, and I do like to have exhaust fans where the light comes on with the exhaust fan, so it stops any mold on the ceiling of the property, especially for tenanted properties when people are having hot showers in winter. This is the electrical plan. I've asked for a few tweaks. The exhaust fan was one of them, like I mentioned. The other one is some switches. I don't particularly like two-way switches, but if you can have two-way switches, that means you can turn the kitchen lights on from here and you can turn them on from here, and same with the lounge. I can turn a switch on from here, and then you got the alfresco at the back. So you walk in your front door, you got your switch here, you can turn on the lights. You got to think about, especially if it's your own home, if you're living there, when you're living there, where are you going to be walking to turn on these switches? So you just got to look at where the switches are. I've asked for some lighting reduction on this. I thought we went a bit heavy on the lights just to save some costs, and it's not necessary. Another thing I like to do is look at the front elevation especially. I do check window sizes, just have a quick look at those. I don't like that these aircon units are right at the front of these windows and it's at the front of the property. That's going to look really ugly. So these are going to get relocated somewhere else around the side of the property. The other one is big windows at the front of the property always looks nicer. I don't like this blank wall, but I might have to live with it because we may not have another option. So I would like some nice big windows there, but we got the kitchen on the other side of it. So it's maybe not an option to have bigger windows there without changing the layout, and we don't want to do that at this late stage. These windows, so this is the next elevation from the back. So that's the front, this is the back. These windows are for the bedroom, this one, and they're sufficient enough so that they're going to let enough light and airflow in. The other consideration of these aircon condensers, again, they're sitting below the window. This is also the hot water system outlined here, and then this is the doors to the alfresco. And if you can't wrap your head around these plans, they also do, or architects also do 3D renders for you as well, so you can get a bit more of an idea. The 3D render for this property looks like this for one of them, and then the other property looks like this here. So it gives you a bit more of an idea, and the property comes to life a lot more when you're having a look at 3D render.